Thank you, everyone. And for those of you who have made the trip to be with us here in Dallas, and for those of you that are tuning in virtually, it's been an amazing 2 days. You've heard the many ways that semiconductors are transforming critical industries, everything from education, banking, healthcare, to transportation and energy. And you've heard how Intel is harnessing technology as a force for good. And we're also partnering with you, our partners and customers, to solve increasingly complex problems around the globe. To close out this year's Intel Vision event, I'd like to share how we're creating a more responsible, inclusive, and sustainable world, and how we're partnering with the broader ecosystem to drive lasting change. A big reason I joined Intel as Chief People Officer last year is because of the company's rich history of making a real impact on the world. And people are at the heart of what we do. We are 121,000 employees today and growing. And we work with hundreds of partners around the globe. Since 1988, the Intel Foundation has given more than $730 million to enable positive social impact. And just last year, Intel employees volunteered more than 848,000 hours across the globe. We currently have 10 manufacturing sites worldwide, and we have plans to expand to new sites in US and in Europe over the coming years. Now, this is an enormous global footprint, and with it comes tremendous responsibility to make sure that we are being the best global citizens possible everywhere we operate, and that we're operating in a responsible and sustainable manner. So I'm also super proud of 2 recognitions we've received this year for our commitment to social responsibility. Barron's ranked Intel #1 on its list in 2022 of the 100 most sustainable companies. And Just Capital ranked Intel #2 for America's largest publicly traded companies on its annual rankings. I think that deserves a round of applause. These are testaments to the work that we're doing, but there's so much more to be done. Just as we engage our employees, we must engage our partners, our customers, and even our competition to address society's most complex issues. And so for nearly all of us, the pandemic demonstrated with great clarity the impact of technology and how important and vital it is to our daily lives. And it also magnified the opportunities for us to have a positive impact on society, business, and the planet. I believe key to maximizing the technological transformation that is upon us is to connect people, technology, and purpose. Engaging our combined ecosystem and delivering our collective strengths to the shared challenges of our time. Paramount to Intel's success is our 2030 RISE strategy, which outlines our approach to ESG this decade and the measurable goals we've set for ourselves. Our RISE goals focus on fully harnessing the power of technology to solve increasingly complex and interconnected global challenges. Now, we cannot do this work alone, and in fact, you are partnering with us to solve many of these global challenges. One of those global challenges is our goal to achieve more sustainable computing to help address climate change. The impacts of climate change are an urgent global threat, and we must all come together to do our part. Intel's cumulative greenhouse gas emissions over the past decade are nearly 75% lower than they would have been absent the investments and the actions that we've taken. Recently, we have pledged to achieve net zero greenhouse gas emissions in our global operations by 2040. We're pretty excited about that goal. But beyond that, we want to work with all of you to create solutions together that lower the greenhouse gas footprint of the entire technology ecosystem. To support our customer sustainability commitments and reduce product, energy, use-related greenhouse gas emissions, we have set goals. We want to increase product energy efficiency by 10x for client and server microprocessors by 2030. We're going to achieve a 5x increase in performance per watt for our next generation CPU, GPU, Falcon Shores. And to reduce the carbon footprint of our reference platform designs for our PC partners by 30% or more by 2030. And you've heard this week, we're already making progress on these commitments. As one of the world's leading semiconductor design and manufacturing companies, Intel is in a unique position to make a difference, not only in our operations, but in a way that makes it easier for our customers, our partners, and our whole value chain to take meaningful action too. Our data center team is leading the change in a proliferation of liquid immersion cooling solutions to increase the energy efficiency of data centers and heat recapture and reuse. We're also incredibly excited to have Dell, Google, HPE, Meta, and Microsoft join Project Blue Glacier, part of the Open Compute Project. Together, we introduced 6 platform specifications that will help enable server design reuse from edge to cloud. This modular design approach will lead to fewer designs, lower validation costs, and more sustainable computing solutions that can be repaired and upgraded independently. In addition to these product and collaboration projects, Greg and his team have their eyes set on delivering an on-demand consumption business model that would help deliver optimized energy use for data centers and extend the life of a server. Customers include HPE GreenLake and Lenovo TrueScale, and we hope to continue this important work with your support. Now, beyond our commitments to addressing important environmental challenges, our global scale gives us reach to help make technology inclusive and expand digital readiness. We have committed to partnering with 30 country governments, 30,000 institutions worldwide, to empower more than 30 million people with AI skills for current and future jobs by 2030. Thank you. And we've already begun. We've got 20 government partnerships in more than 50 public-private partnerships, enabling 20,000 institutions, and to date, we've already trained more than 2 million people towards that goal since we set on this path. Now, another thing we've done as part of our global expansion efforts, we recently announced the details of a $100 million investment over the next decade to fund semiconductor manufacturing education and research collaboration with universities, community colleges, and technical education centers across the United States. Our goal is to bring these programs and opportunities to a variety of 2-year and 4-year college and universities and technical programs, because it's critical that we expand the pool of STEM-educated and diversify the pool of STEM-educated talent entering the workforce. And Intel is committed to preparing America's workforce with the technology skills that they need now and into the future. We see our historic and our ongoing leadership in ESG as an opportunity to fulfill our purpose, to create world-changing technology that improves the lives of every person on the planet.
Please welcome to the stage, Pat Gelsinger.
Well, thank you for joining us for Intel Vision 2022. And now it's been over 4 decades in technology for me. When did I get old? Yeah, as I just heard from Marcus, I'm one of the old guys here. But after 4+ decades, I'm as passionate, as hopeful, and as energized about the future and what we can do through the power of technology and how it's shaping the betterment of all. And as Marcus said, I have the honor, right, of leading this incredible organization of 121,000 people that I get to influence their lives, their communities, their families, and through the power of technology, right? We get to influence, literally, the world. And as we've said here, technology is neither good nor bad. It's about how we shape it. And we're going to shape it as a force for good. And as we see, everything is becoming digital. Every aspect of human existence is becoming more digital. And everything digital runs on semiconductors. In this digital connected world, we continue to see this insatiable demand for what we do. Every industry is being transformed from, education. We all became educate at home. We all became work at home just overnight in this period of time. And we're seeing it through healthcare, defense, finance, and these tiny little chips that we do, essential for everything that we do. And the world needs more of them. We're going to be producing more of them. And we've heard from our Intel leaders in the course of our conversation the last 2 days, how we're unleashing innovation and ecosystems for the future, and how we're driving this to help you solve your and your customers' needs as well. And we've heard from many of our customers and partners throughout our discussion and our time today, and we're here to be that partner with you as we look to the future. The company that you can trust, the company that you have confidence in for the technologies, that we're going to work together to discover the impossible, the things that aren't possible yet. And as Greg discussed this morning, we will never stop innovating, and from the foundation of security, data protection, and as I often say, if we don't do a better job delivering secure platforms, the world should stop digitizing. We must do a better job in the platforms that the world can build upon. And I hope that we've given you some glimpse of the old, new Intel and the torrid pace that we're going to be setting for the future, and how we're going to be that driving, innovative, engineering company that is creating these world-changing technologies. And maybe picking on Marcus, right, in his comment, my goal, right, that I would work on a piece of technology that would improve the lives of every person on the planet. That's Intel's goal. That's why I'm here. Because through the power of technology, literally, we get to improve the lives of all 7.8 billion people. Can you imagine what an audacious opportunity that is? Well, unfortunately, our time comes to an end. But I can't wait to see you all at Innovation, a true geek fest, and we're going to be having that in September in San Jose this year. So we invite you back to the really geeky stuff. This was customers, business, and strategy. Oh, there we're going to geek out, baby, and we're going to have a lot of fun. And in Orlando next year, 2023 Vision. Stay tuned for more info. We'll give you the details around that, because we just want to all come back together and vision the future. Thank you so much for joining us here for Vision 2022.